The Monetary Authority of Singapore. Hello, everyone. Today, we are going to explore the Monetary Authority of Singapore. So, what is the Monetary Authority of Singapore? The Monetary Authority of Singapore (MAS) is the central bank and financial regulatory authority of Singapore. It administers the various statutes pertaining to money, banking, insurance, securities, and the financial sector in general, as well as currency issuance. The Monetary Authority of Singapore Bill, which proposed the establishment of MAS, was put forward by then Finance Minister Goh Keng Swee Dr. for its first parliamentary reading on 20 July 1970. The bill was subsequently passed on September 2, 1970. Throughout the 1970s, the main objective of monetary policy in Singapore had been the promotion of steady domestic economic growth with relative price stability. Exchange controls on Singapore's currency that had been implemented since 1931 to restrict buying and selling of foreign currencies by residents or on the purchase and sale of local currency by non-residents were relaxed in 1973 and eventually abolished in 1978. Its key focus was to supervise Singapore's financial system and manage its reserves. The responsibility of issuing Singapore's currency resided with the Board of Commissioners of Currency Singapore until its merger with MAS in October 2002. Establishment and development. The authority is governed by a board of directors, which is chaired by the Minister for Finance with the Permanent Secretary of MAF as his deputy. Han Sui Sen and George Edwin Bogars were appointed as the board's first chairman and deputy chairman respectively. The Monetary Authority of Singapore (MAS) plays an important role in Singapore's financial sector. With that in mind, it is important that companies are familiar with Singapore's AML or CF laws and MAS expectations in a changing compliance environment. Financial crime in Singapore is a significant concern in the city. In 2020, research suggests that the total cost of financial crime in Singapore was $3.81 billion, up from $3.13 billion in 2019. It is also the reason why the Singapore's government established the Monetary Authority of Singapore (MAS) for ensuring compliance with the country's anti-money laundering (AML) and counter-financing of terrorism (CF) rules. Top 4 things you must know about Monetary Authority of Singapore (MAS). 1. How does MAS regulate AMFIN Singapore? MAS is responsible for ensuring compliance with Singapore's financial regulations. The primary article of AML legislation in Singapore is the Corruption, Drug Trafficking and Other Serious Crimes Confiscation Benefits Act (CDSA). Passed in 1992, the CDSA sets out the legal definition of money laundering and requires banks and financial institutions to comply with a range of reporting and record-keeping obligations in alignment with the guidance set out by the Financial Action Task Force (FATF). In 2002, Singapore introduced the Terrorism Suppression of Financing Act, which imposed new financial compliance regulations relating specifically to the counter-financing of terrorism. 2 recent regulatory changes. One of the most significant recent changes to Singapore's AML or CF compliance landscape is the introduction of the Payment Services Act (PSA) in 2020. The PSA was implemented to position Singapore for the future of financial services and extends existing AML or CF regulations. 3. How do companies achieve MAS AML compliance? Singapore is a member of the FATF. Accordingly, the Monetary Authority of Singapore's requirements for banks and financial institutions include the need to put a risk-based AML compliance solution in place. 4. AS FinTech regulations. The Monetary Authority of Singapore continuously seeks to implement new financial technology as a means to enhance Singapore's financial system and promote economic growth. With that in mind, MAS has implemented a range of initiatives to help innovative fintech projects thrive in the city's regulatory environment. Those initiatives include 1. The Personal Data Protection Act, 2. Cryptocurrency Code of Practice, 3. Technology Risk Management,